everybody, and welcome. Today's video I'm going to be making a DIY. If you have a last minute stocking stuffer you want to make, or just something for the holidays for your guests or for yourself. So I'm going to share a DIY project, or two DIY projects with you today. The first DIY project is a hand sanitizer using my famous tea tree essential oil. And if you haven't seen a previous video I did about tea tree and thyme linalool, where I go into detail about their properties, I'll leave a link to that video in the description. And if you're new here, I am Danny. Welcome to my channel, Natural Ally D. I am a social worker and an aromatherapist, and I enjoy sharing things to enhance our overall quality of life and well-being. So welcome. So first off is the hand sanitizer. Who could not use hand sanitizer this time of year, or any time of year for that matter? But I thought this would be a cute DIY project, or a stocking stuffer, or something you can do with your guests. You know, if they come, so sort of like a make and take, so your guests can come and they can create their own gifts, right? Their own takeaway gifts. But it's something fun, and you can actually give them the recipe for them to take with them, so that they can make later on for themselves or some others, and just spread the love. So this recipe, first recipe I found, is by Natural Living Family. I was intrigued by the recipe because it only had 2 ingredients, literally. It has 10 drops of essential oils and 190 proof grain alcohol, okay, or the highest proof alcohol you can get. That was it. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty strong. I don't know about grain alcohol, but I know isopropyl alcohol, which I would use, is drying sometimes on your hands. And I didn't want, a hand sanitizer that was drying. So I wanted to add a little moisturizing property to the hand sanitizer. So I'm going to actually make this a 3 ingredient hand sanitizer. And so what we're going to use is 99% isopropyl alcohol. I actually found this at a local barber and beauty supply store. Okay. And aloe vera with vitamin E. You can certainly use the plain aloe vera. I do have some of that here, just the plain, but I like the moisturizing one, just to add a little bit more moisture to my hand sanitizer, because with the alcohol it can be kind of drying sometimes. So with this ingredient, what's recommended is that 60% of your product needs to be alcohol when you're making homemade hand sanitizers. And so the recipes that I've read recommend a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 parts isopropyl, 1 part aloe vera, and a few drops of essential oil. The Natural Living Family recipe, they made it in a 1-ounce container. Today I'm going to be using a 2-ounce container, and their ratio was 10 drops to 1 ounce. So I have 2 ounces, so I'm going to be using 20 drops of essential oil, and my essential oil of choice is tea tree. So what I've added in this glass bowl is the isopropyl alcohol, the 99%. Okay, I've added, and my recipe here is 8 teaspoons of the isopropyl alcohol, and 4 teaspoons of aloe, and then 20 drops of essential oil. So in here is 8 teaspoons of isopropyl alcohol, 99%, and 4 teaspoons of this aloe vera. And I have mixed it together and added 20 drops of tea tree. Okay, so there's an orifice at the top, so it keeps you on track with the number of drops in here. So when you drop it, you can just see it right there. So in this bowl, we've already got the alcohol, our aloe, and our tea tree essential oil. So when you have a small jar, like a 2-ounce flip top bottle, which I have here, you want to put a funnel on top so that it's easily poured in. So I'm pouring in. Well, I did mix it already, but I'll mix it again. Okay. And you just simply take it, pour it. Okay. It's bubbling, it's going down. And take this off, and there you have it. You have your homemade hand sanitizer, and I would shake, every time you use it and go from there. Certainly label your product or have your guests to label your product. If you make this a DIY for them, put a label on it. It could be a handmade label or one you use with a label maker. I always want to label your stuff. It's nothing like going back and saying, now what was this and what is in this? So I wanted to share that with you. So this is the first DIY hand sanitizer, last minute, so to speak, project for the holidays, if you choose to use, or even beyond the holidays, right? Again, we could all use some hand sanitizer sometimes on the go when you don't have any, or the place you're going to doesn't have any. So hopefully this, homemade hand sanitizer works for you. If you choose to use it or choose to use it with your guests or give it as a gift, let us know. How did it go? So this is the first video about the hand sanitizer, and stay tuned for part 2 where we're going to be making a body scrub. Hi everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of DIY, sort of last minute Christmas gift, or you can use this as a holiday project, maybe a make and take for your guests or family that you may have over, or someplace you may be going. So today we'll be making a DIY sugar scrub. And if you're new here, I am Danny. I am an aromatherapist and social worker, and I enjoy sharing things to help our overall quality of life and well-being. So welcome. So today, right now, we're going to do as I mentioned, a DIY sugar scrub. Now, this actually has 4 ingredients. You just saw my video about the 3-ingredient hand sanitizer. So now this is a 4-ingredient sugar scrub. Okay. We're going to start off. We're going to use, our ingredients are, it says maple sugar or organic fair trade sugar is recommended. 4 teaspoons of your favorite carrier oil or the oil that's recommended in this recipe. A 1/4 cup of raw local honey, and 40 drops of grapefruit essential oil. It's like, how intriguing is that, right? You say, why grapefruit? I'll get into that in a moment. So the recipe, I retrieved this from Natural Living Family, and I'll leave a link to their website. And they have a number of wonderful recipes for the holidays and any other time. And what I love is that they give you a cutout copy when you download it, so that you can actually, have it for yourself, make a copy, give it to your guests. I would recommend that you give it to a copy to your guests, whatever they choose to use. Maybe make a few copies, right? Make a few copies of the recipe that you're planning to use, or whatever essential oil that you're planning to use, and give a copy to your guests so they'll have it with them to take with them and to share with others. Just share the love, right? So this DIY sugar scrub, we're going to start here. Again, calls for 6 tablespoons of organic fair trade sugar or maple sugar, or they mentioned a sugar blend that they have, but we're going to use a maple sugar, and that's what's in this bowl. And to that, I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of a carrier oil. I like jojoba carrier oil. Certainly you can use one that you enjoy, either jojoba, I've mentioned grapeseed, argan oil is another oil, one of my go-to oils. I try to use oils that have a low I know I'm not saying it correctly, but I'll put the word across the screen. In other words, it doesn't clog your pores, okay? Non-comedogenic, I think that's how you pronounce it. But score, so that when it's on my skin, you know, less likely to break out, or if I, you know, use it on my face or something, or an oil, carrier oil, less likely to break out. So, but I like to use jojoba or grapeseed or argan oil are my go-to oils. So, getting back to the recipe. So we have our 6 tablespoons of maple sugar. This is with the maple sugar that I use. Okay. Now I'm going to add to this 4 teaspoons of carrier oil. So in my teaspoons, I need that. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Jojoba. We have our 4th cup of raw honey. I just used some regular honey. 4th cup of honey. Ooh. Smells wonderful. Okay. And then to this, you're going to add, let's see. It says mix all the ingredients, store in a container. Yes, so we are going to stir them all together. We're not going to add the essential oil last. So now we're going to add 40 drops of grapefruit essential oil. And again, it has an orifice at the top for you to count your drops. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, count with me. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Whoop. Approximately. Oh, alrighty. So now we've added our grapefruit essential oil, and we're mixing this together. Woo. Now this is something. It's like a pasty-like consistency, you know. We've added, it says mix it together. Okay. Stir to mix before each use is recommended. It says to use, scrub all over your skin while standing in the shower before the water is running. Enhance the exfoliation factor by using a pair of exfoliation gloves. Okay. Once you've rubbed the sugar mixture all over your exposed skin, rinse off in the shower until sugar has dissolved and rinsed off your skin. So now I'm mixing. You can see it's turns a lovely consistency once you mix it all together. So I still got some honey in this container, so I'll put the rest of it in here. Might as well, because I'm not going to eat it out of here. Oh, mixing this all together. It makes them wonderful. And those of us who love citrus oils, I know one person in particular, my YouTube sister. You know who you are. Oh, my wonderful YouTube sister, Colette Elizabeth, she loves citrus oils. Let's see. You have your sugar scrub here. And what they recommend is that, let's say, use it with a exfoliating glove. So this is like an exfoliation glove if you've never seen one. It's sort of textured. I don't know if you can see that. You know, and you put it on your hand. And you scoop it out and, you know, scoop some of this out and rub it on your hand, for example. And go from there. Of course, you rinse this off and you use it on your body and rinse it off while you're in the shower. So I do have a 4-ounce jar that you would put this in. Okay. So simply just put it all in. And then when you're done adding all of this to the jar, try to add it all in now. Okay. Let's see. Add it all in. I'll leave a little bit out because I'm going to use some. And voila, there you have it. You put your jar top on. And you have a DIY sugar scrub that smells just wonderful. You can put a label on top if you want to, if you make these ahead of time. This one says homemade. Nope, handmade. You could buy one that says homemade, one that says handmade. But this one says handmade with love. And how wonderful is that? You can have your guests to make their own, or you can bring it, or as a DIY project. I think it's fun when you can teach somebody something new that they've never done before, and they can go on and to share it with someone else, right? So again, share the love. And this makes a wonderful holiday gift, a last minute DIY or a DIY project for your guests again. And I mentioned about the recipe. So again, I'll leave a link to Natural Living Family and their recipe. Actually, the recipe for both the hand sanitizer video that I just did, you just saw, and the DIY sugar scrub. I'll leave links to that, and I'll leave the recipe in the description. But you can certainly take it, you know, and print it for yourself or write it on a card. I recommend just a little festive. You can take a card, for example, and write the recipe on it and give it to them, or have them to write their own recipe, you know, and then give it as a card. But if you plan to give it to them as a gift, you can certainly write the recipe on the card, put it in there, and give it as a gift. That, or let's see, I have another card here I like. Same thing. So that was a bigger index card that you can write on. And here's a smaller one. You know, so you could do the exact same thing. Maybe one for the body scrub and the other one for the hand sanitizer. And I love their website, because for the recipes that they're able to, the smaller recipes, they give you 2 copies, which is so nice. So one for you to keep and one for you to gift, right? So they're already thinking about you gifting this and sharing, you know, this information with someone else. And you simply take a little baggie. I think I got these from the dollar store. And put your DIY gift in here, along with your card, you know, envelope. Let's see. You got your body scrub in here, you got your hand sanitizer in here, and here you go. Last minute DIY holiday gift, or it can be pre-planned, or a little stocking stuffer. You just want to give somebody something for the holidays, just say thank you. It might not even be necessarily a Christmas gift per se, because everybody doesn't celebrate, but it could be a thank you gift any time of the year that you choose to, or just because gift. It doesn't necessarily have to be around the holidays, right? And it doesn't take the holidays to be nice to someone or to show someone that you appreciate them. Well, if you choose to use these recipes, I would love if you come back and share your experience and how it was, and how, you know, you enjoyed making, or if you took it to a holiday event, then let us know how it went over. Certainly share that information in the comments. I appreciate it. I'll also leave information in the description regarding the grapefruit essential oil. I did mention that I was going to share with you, but I'm going to share you the top 3 properties of grapefruit essential oil. So it's known to be an antidepressant, antiseptic, antitoxic, which means it counteracts toxins, and it's known to be an astringent, right? So it's tighten tissue and reduces oil or secretion. So that's just some of the properties of it, but I'll leave a full description of the properties of grapefruit essential oil for you to look at for yourself. And of course, always with me is safety, safety, safety. And so, the safety notes will be in here, but I just want to make note that safety note for grapefruit pink in particular essential oil is known to be phototoxic. So it's avoid direct exposure to the sun or tanning booths for 12 hours after use on the skin. We're using it in a body scrub, we're rubbing it off, so you're not actually putting it or leaving it on the skin. But that is a safety note. And should not be used with kidney or organ transplant receivers. So that's important. That's why it's always important to know the essential oils that you're using or planning to use in any sort of recipe. Read the safety notes, because you just never know what condition you may have or someone else may have that is not best suited for that particular essential oil, or there is a safety warning to go along with it that you need to be aware of. Again, I'll leave all the information regarding grapefruit pink essential oil in the description. Of course, you can use it in other ways. You can use it as a diffuser, in the air, make your own spritzer. Now, this one does talk about using the essential oil in a tea. I did mention in my most recent video that my teachings I learned about using a tea, and also I needed to add that I've used essential oils culinary, making a vinegar. But this does mention about using in a tea. Food grade quality essential oil. Do not purchase grapefruit pink fragrance. Let me repeat. Food grade, organic if you can get it, grapefruit pink essential oil. So getting from a reputable company that makes food grade essential oils. Not your local store. Nothing against local stores, but unless it's known to be a non-fragrance oil, I would highly recommend that you get it from a company that does this all the time. I've mentioned in the past, like I've gotten essential oils for a company that I'm associated with. I'll leave a link to that, Longevity. I'll leave the link in the description. I've purchased essential oils from like Eden Botanicals or Bulk Apothecary, because I'm making stuff, big bulk items. But if you don't need a big container of something, you can certainly purchase something as small as a 10 milliliter bottle. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. I hope you found this information useful, or find a way to use it for the holidays. If not for the holidays, sometime in the future, or for something else, or for yourself. Your self-care. Okay, again, I thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, or if you found it interesting, let me know. I appreciate it. And as always, it's a pleasure to serve you. And until next time, God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye now. I'm back. One thing I wanted to add is when you make projects, or when you take projects to make for someone, make sure that you have labels to go along with it. I did not mention that, but certainly add a label to your products. A handmade label, or one from a label maker, so that or they will know what it is later on. Use a label a stick. And so they'll have that. It's nothing like picking up something like, okay, now what's in this, and what was this for again? So I wanted to share that with you. Make sure that you have labels for anything that you're planning to make. And so you can have it for label and repeat it. But if you don't remember what's in it, or if you lose the sheet, at least you have the label on here and say, okay, you can look up another recipe. Again, have the body scrub. So have the label for the hand sanitizer and a label for the body scrub. Okay? I just wanted to share that with you. This is a bigger label, but just for demonstration purposes, make sure that you put a label on your items. Again, thank you for watching. Take care now. Until next time. Hi, beloved, and thank you for watching. If you have chosen to subscribe to my channel, liked my video, or shared it with anyone you know may be interested, I am truly thankful for you. Until next time, bye-bye now.